Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
That's right, Bills. Merry Christmas.
Incredible performance out of Santa.
Welcome to the So Funnies podcast. I'm your host, Jason Goose. And obviously, Scotty Big Bye Jennings and Sawyer Never Gets Slime Fisher. We're down a hunting today. Joe was unable to make it due to Christmas obligations, but we are here.
A tragic loss for us.
It is.
A tragic gain for us.
A rip in the chat, but you know, it does. Even though he's not here, it does take all of us. We're all wearing our Christmas things. We have Santa, fully clothed, fully garbed. Sawyer has a Santa hat on, so I guess that's cool. And my sweater takes all of us. Anyways, welcome in.
Wait,
Episode
does the
4.
sweater take all of it?
Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat, and by that goose, I mean me, mostly.
Oh, wow.
Got a couple of topics for you as normal.
If you tuned in last week, we actually talked about New Year's resolution, so make sure you shed some LBs next year.
That's true.
Huh?
Still trying to gain the LBs, baby. Anyways. All right. Sawyer, where are we going first? What are we doing?
Thank you for the intro, Mr. Goosen.
course.
We are going to jump it over to Scotty Big Body, Sexy Body, Little Body with his hot toddies.
Ah, the hot toddies.
Let's
Scotty.
hear the hot toddy
Let's
of
go,
the day.
hot toddies.
All
Also
right.
one camera.
Here we go. Hot toddy of the week. We're going to talk about, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Okay.
Okay, here are the things we need to talk about before we discuss. What are the qualifications for a Christmas movie? Is it the setting? Is it the Christmas spirit? Like, what makes a Christmas movie? And is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Well, I would like to hear your take first. Do you think it is?
Wait, that's not how we do things.
Okay, all right. Well, then I'll go ahead and start us off here.
No, you guys go first.
Yeah, we go first, for
All
sure.
right, all right. So my thought is I want it to be so bad, but in my mind I just thought of qualifications for a Christmas movie, and
Okay.
I don't think it qualifies.
Okay, so give me
Because-
those qualifications.
What are the
Because I think the first one has to be like, there has to be a lot of Christmas vibes going around of like, there's Christmas parties, there's like, you can just tell there's Christmas vibes, and there's not much in the movie.
Why can't,
I mean, they are at a
it's-
Christmas party when all that happens.
why can't there be
Yeah,
a
but-
Christmas action movie? Like, it's the only...
There are Christmas action movies. There's actually a pretty decent one with Mel Gibson. They came out with another one this year.
So why is that
Violent
Mel
Night.
Gibson one a Christmas movie?
Well, he's literally Santa, and like the FBI comes to like take over. It's actually fascinating. It's like if Santa was actually real, he has like a contract with the government. It's very entertaining. It's very
Sounds incredible.
very violent.
See, Santa makes an appearance though.
So, like,
well, the main character is Santa.
That's
and,
what I'm saying.
like,
That-
his people.
so setting is not the only like, Die Hard is at a Christmas party.
Yes.
It's Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Like, it has to be more than just the setting.
Indeed, it definitely has to be more than just the setting. I think it has to be directly correlated with Christmas. Like they're just at a Christmas party, but it has to have something like obviously like Elf, because the entire thing is about Santa and his elves, right?
Yeah.
And that's a Christmas movie because like everything like culminates. It all, what's the word I'm looking for? When it
English.
finishes? It concludes on like Christmas Day, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's like it's all about Christmas time.
So another thing when I researched
Home Alone, all
Die
about
Hard,
Christmas time.
apparently another qualification for Christmas movie is the movie is released around Christmas time.
Okay, that makes
And
sense.
Die Hard was released in July.
Okay.
Ooh, that's tough for the
So
Die
that
Hard
was like
Christmas
a good
fans.
point. I was like, okay, I can see that. Like most Christmas movies.
I'd also like to point out that Bruce Willis has himself said it's not a Christmas movie. So
Okay, well,
that
we don't listen to
also
Wow.
He doesn't give
does,
any
that
roles.
does help. I mean, it is.
That's a
his
huge
movie.
fact right there.
It is a
Is
huge
it his
fact.
movie or was
Fun
he
fact.
just in it?
Well, I mean, you can't have it without him. So, I mean, I feel like it is kind of
Yeah.
his movie.
Okay, so what are some other borderline? Is it Christmas? Is it not?
I honestly don't even know. Like, I don't.
I feel like you have to have a lot of like the Christmas characters in it. Like if you don't have
Yeah,
any Santas,
characters.
no elves, no like reindeer and part of the vibes, like you don't get any of that with
Well, but like
Die
all
Hard,
those
you
like
know?
all those Hallmark movies don't really have any of that.
Yeah,
you, know?
you
It's
see a
just about-
Santa in
it's
every
just about-
Hallmark movie at least.
Yeah,
You're not getting
I
the
mean, I
cheesy
guess.
like cartoon reindeer and stuff. I get that, but there's a Santa in everything.
that is true. Or at least it's again at Christmas time, and
Yeah.
the whole thing is like we're setting up your old town that you moved away from for Christmas, and the main guy that you were into in high school, he's in charge of it, and
he's single.
and he's single now, but that's
Of
because
course.
his wife died last year or something like that.
Is it
And
too
there's usually
soon?
a dog in there.
Is it too soon? And
That's
his
a topic for another
and his
day.
pet
There's always
dog-
a golden retriever,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
some
yeah.
cute dog in there.
Dude, I have only watched one Christmas movie this year, and it Christmas Santa with you, or Santa Claus. So I need to get on that. I don't have anybody to watch.
I also
these
have
things
not
with.
watched much.
Should we just watch a Christmas movie?
We need to
Yeah,
watch
let's go
Christmas
ahead and
movie.
let's
All right,
break it
that's
out
the
right now.
podcast. It's nice seeing you guys. So we're going to
We'll see you guys next time.
So yeah, we've decided that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
I don't think it is.
I think it just doesn't.
Just because it's at Christmas time, technically, does not make it.
So it has to be more than the setting. Okay, that's all.
It has to be directly correlated with Christmas.
Okay.
Not just at the time
So it
of
has to be-
Christmas.
okay, all right.
I think that even hurts us a little bit to say too. You know,
It does,
I think we're
'cause
rooting
they
for it a
really-
little bit, but it just doesn't pass.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I agree.
We love
So,
it. Well,
hot topic: Die Hard sucks and is not a Christmas movie.
Whoa,
I don't know about
that was even
suck.
hotter.
I'm kidding.
That
I'm
was
kidding.
hotter than hot.
That was a hottie toddy.
Anyways,
Thank you for your hottie.
let's
toddy.
go ahead and bring
Thank
it
you,
over
Santa.
to Chasey the Goose Goose.
Oh, hi.
With the man himself, just getting peeved every single day.
Peeved.
Absolutely peeved.
Honestly, I haven't been too peeved recently.
Oh, that's great.
This
Oh,
has
good
been
for
it's
you.
been a little more difficult to come up with peeves when you're not that
wow.
peeved.
Santa loves to hear that.
Shout out
only-
to positivity.
Hey, peace, love, and positivity, baby.
Amen, brother.
You're on the good list.
Thanks,
You're
all
on
of
the
us.
good list now.
I'm on the good list now.
You're
Hell
getting,
yeah.
you're getting stalking.
Well, I don't think being peeved necessarily would put you on the naughty list.
If you lash out,
Let's discuss. Peeved or not peeved, naughty list or not.
that's the discussion.
that is now the
It
discussion.
depends on how you respond.
if you have
to
a
the
peeve, if you have a lot of peeves, are you on the naughty list?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But you know who is on the naughty list? This week's topic of peeved people, or of Chase's pet peeves.
Oh my.
Okay.
Because we all know. We've got a lot of them. This one is, we're talking about political discourse. But it doesn't have to be political discourse. For example, yesterday I was out at the annual 12 Pints of Christmas, the bar crawl in River Park. And I ran into to a guy that I was homeschooled with for old family friends and stuff. Let's just say he's taken a very, very different path from the Christian background and all that stuff, and he started doing that, but then fell off, and now he has an upside down cross tattooed on his body.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Is it like an atheist thing?
I think
I
it's
actually
more
am
of
not
like
familiar with the
I
upside down
think it's
cross.
more of like a Satan thing. I didn't really ask him about it because he's got a
Ooh,
lot of
that's
weird.
fun.
He was basically the same person, but just his
he's getting
look
cool
had just
for Christmas,
completely
then.
his appearance completely. But here's the thing. He's getting cool for Christmas.
He's getting cool for
Good
Christmas.
call out.
For sure.
How this ties into my peeve in discourse is that it seems as though, especially like politicians, every single person thinks that the other person is the worst person on the planet. You don't really have anything in common. Everything is the most important thing. There's nothing more important than whatever it is, whatever your opinion is or what your thought process is. Everyone should have yours. And if they don't, you're basically trained to hate these people. And so here we go. Yesterday, me and somebody who have gone completely different paths from where we started, and we were just having a grand old time, just talking it up, chatting it up the whole time. And almost every single friend that I have is completely opposite to me in political thought and process. So to me, it's just annoying that people think or put online that it's the worst thing to possibly have, and that none of us like each other and we all hate each other. We're all fascist, racist if you're a straight white male like I am. And it's just a peeve of mine that people cannot just get along, or that people think that you can't get along or perceive other people as being horrible, and it's really just not the case.
So my take on this, me being in my specific career, which is personal training, I work with a lot of one-on-one clients with different backgrounds.
Yes.
A lot of different mentalities politically, and I don't necessarily ask them what their political views are right off the bat, but it does come up with some people. So I've adopted this scenario where I just like to ask people how they came to that view. Okay. And how maybe they were raised, or I just like to figure out why people think the way they think. Mm-hmm. I think maybe early on in my political thinking, I was very I can't believe you think that way. But now I've gotten to the point where I like figuring out why they think that way.
Right.
And I think that's a healthier way to.
It's definitely healthier.
It's a better approach, and especially just getting along with people with different views, and because you never know how people are raised and how they have come to believe what they believe. So
And it just doesn't really matter.
Like, it matters, just not as much as people.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like nearly as
People
much as
don't need to be
people think it does.
extreme.
Like
Yeah.
they make it their entire life just whatever their ideology is. And it's
People
like,
just
it
don't
just doesn't matter.
Yeah,
that much.
so
you don't matter that much. By the way,
You're not
like,
that guy.
Like
In the
if you're
grand
watching
scheme
this,
of things.
you do not matter that much.
You're
Whatever
not
you
that guy,
think
bud.
or say doesn't matter that much. What we think or say doesn't really
Just
matter
small
that much.
pieces to a much
We
bigger
are
problem.
we're just people, and your opinion's not any more important than anybody else.
So, follow-up question for you guys: do you think that political culture nowadays is more closed-minded now than it was, say, 20 years ago?
I think it's perceived as that because the margins are the loudest, and so if you were to look at Twitter or something like that, it would seem as though it's way more divided. But the more you read that type of stuff and just realize that people say things to get the reaction out of people, and they're just trying to be as over the top as possible, whether it's Andrew Tate or Ben Shapiro or it's Hassan Piker or even like Alex Jones. It's like everybody's just doing it for the reaction and for the views, and so it's kind of turned into not discourse, and the arguments are just absolutely garbage now.
Yeah.
Everybody's just like, oh, if you're a Republican, you're just automatically far right, and if you're liberal, you just automatically are socialist. And in my experience, it's not like that. My best friend is a legitimate socialist, and he's my best friend. So, it's like,
hey, you know what? Props for you for having friends.
It don't.
That are
Hey,
not
thanks.
on your, not. I was gonna continue on, but not with your political beliefs as you.
Oh.
Like, that's big.
Again, 95% of my friend group that I've had over the past 10 years has been completely opposite from me in political view.
It's pretty big time,
So
actually.
you're
strange.
saying you can be friends with people of opposite political views,
And opposite genders. I know it's hard to believe for some
Crazy.
people. Other people
Wait. That's
Sorry.
crazy though, because there's 1,000 genders. So what do you mean
That's
by
a good
There's
point.
so many
crap.
are you talking about the gender of being a chair? Is that involved?
Because I identify as this couch when we're doing this. So.
Have you guys seen
identify as Santa.
Have you seen the frogs video? Or
Yes.
where she describes her frog pronouns?
Oh gosh.
I just don't understand.
Ribbit.
Also, I don't care. See, that's another one of those things. Nobody cares.
Yes.
And I was thinking about this driving home from the gym. Don't ask me why. But I was just like
About identifying as a frog?
the amount that people have to explain to you what they identify as or who they're sexually attracted to. It's like, I don't care. And I realize you're it's a fight for equality thing, but you just don't have to force it on everybody. It's not
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't walk around reminding you that I'm straight. I'd rather not talk about sexual stuff.
You're still
at all.
on the fence, so it's you
That's
don't
a good
really do
point.
that. I'm just kidding.
I did see my. I won't say that. Never mind.
Anyways, no, it's a very good discussion. I think we could go on about the political debate for hours on end.
Yeah, but it's more. It's not. It's more of just how we just. There's no need to not get along. There's no need for it.
I mean, we only speak in the extremes to each other now. We only assume the extremes of each other.
I think it's
now.
mostly on social media too that people are that.
Yeah,
extreme.
social media's ruined everything.
Well,
Let's be
okay.
real.
Here's the thing with social
in person,
media.
it's not as bad.
Yeah, especially with people that are our size and stature. It's much more intimidating to talk to somebody face to face than it is to argue with somebody on Twitter.
You no longer have the dog fence.
Somebody can trash talk me all day online, but if they're going to be standing next to me, people don't really trash talk much.
Yeah,
it's just
that's just with everything.
The intimidation factor alone is worth much more in a conversation, and also people are much nicer when you are looking at somebody and talking to them.
Oh, for sure.
Just in general.
Yeah.
You're going to be more civil.
It's more empathy.
So maybe it's just my real pet peeve is that social media sucks and it should be eradicated.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
100%. Kind of.
Thoughts?
Kind of.
I just think there's not enough good that comes out of social media.
Definitely negative
to outweigh the negatives.
Yeah.
There's so much negatives that come from social media nowadays.
Most of my friends that I didn't grow up with in this town, I met because of social media and video games and stuff like that.
Well, yeah,
So
that was more on the gaming side of things though. But
there's some truth
still,
there,
social media though, yeah, you have a few good friends from it, but you're still getting so much toxic intake
TikTok
from it.
is the
It's so
worst.
bad.
TikTok is the worst one. That one can go.
Well, I don't know. Is TikTok the worst one?
Oh God, I think they're all the worst. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
Well,
I'm gonna break it
things
to
that
everyone
come
here.
out.
We don't watch TikTok, and we always say we're against it, but yet we do just send reels to each other all day on Instagram, and that is just TikTok. Like
Yeah.
reels are just
Well, yeah,
TikTok 2 weeks later.
It's a quick stimulus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So, I don't think
boys,
it's
we can
that.
get on this topic for another 30
We
minutes.
can,
Alright, well,
but
we
we're
love to hate
missing
social
Joe.
media.
We're missing Joe, so we can
we'll
talk extra long about this.
We'll bring it up next week, though. Next time.
Next time.
I wonder
But
I wonder
on our-
what Joe's thoughts would have been.
I
this
would
week.
love to hear. That's why we can bring it up next
Joe?
time.
Actually,
Joe, thoughts?
if I may, real
good
quick,
point.
if I may,
Sure.
there's a thing that me and Scotty like to do from time to time, and that is, I'm sorry, there's a thing that Scott does with his co-host Bill Dipperly, and we go ahead. They go ahead and make burgers together. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it.
Beautiful,
over
Bill.
to Bill
commercial break.
for burgers. Why not? Bill, take it away.
That's right, thank you so much, Chase. It's Bill Dipperly here, along with Scotty, bringing you burgers.
Why not?
Oh, why not indeed, Bill? And today we have a special burger for you, something that I came up with, but I'm going to have Scott kind of explain what we do here, Scott.
Of
Take it
course,
away.
of course. We have here a burger, of course. We have some mozzarella cheese. We have some pepperoni. And we have some mozzarella. I already said that.
That's
And
good.
some marinara.
And then we also put some Parmesan, some garlic salt, and we just kind of soaked it in the pan. As you can see here, we just kind of barbecued it a little bit, and then
On
we
the
put
Traeger.
it, and then we put it exactly in a cast iron skillet or just a pan, and put the marinara sauce in there to seep it in. So it's a little pizza burger here. Are you excited for this?
I'm so pumped.
All right, well let's give it a first taste test. It's nice and hot and fresh. Let's give it a go.
Oh wow.
That's quite good, Bill. We also used bison meat, so it's a little bit gamier in the meat department. So if you try this at home, whatever meat you like most, but we seem to be a bison clan over here for sure. But it is excellent. After all, it's Scotty's spirit animal.
It's leaner.
That's right, today we're drinking a Syrah from Chemistry Vineyards. It's quite smooth, in fact.
What are the words that you remember from the description?
Oh, absolutely none.
The gaminess of the bison
And the sweetness of the pepperoni.
pairs well with the marinara. And the buns, these buns are actually my favorite brioche buns so far. Trader Joe's.
Shout out our old friend Dimitri March and his wife Sam as well. We saw them at Trader
We
Joe's.
did.
So shout out to you, Dimitri March.
Where's Gary tonight, by the way?
By the way, Gary, he was feeling a little bit under the weather. If I may be so bold, I'm willing to give this burger a rating. And I believe, based on the fact that it's two of my favorite things, burgers and pizza rolled into one, I think I'm going to give it a 3.9.
3.9 out of 5.
3.9 out of 5 stars, which is a pretty high rating, that's for sure.
I'm gonna give it a 3.7.
Well, there you have it, Bill.
There it is.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode. We're going to try to just do one per week because, let's be honest, 2 is too much work. Well, anyways, thanks for joining us here at Burgers.
Why not?
It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll see you next week. Or the week after that. Who knows?
Who knows?
Back to you in the studio.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for showing us that commercial break.
welcome,
That
you're
was
welcome.
quite incredible out of you.
We love pizza burgers.
Shout out to Bill and shout out to
Shout out,
Scotty,
Bill.
Big
You look
Buddy.
great, Bill. You look
Got
great.
some phenomenal content out of you guys.
Here comes the.
Also very
Oh,
creative. We love
Ho
that.
ho
Hey,
homies.
thank you.
Ho ho homies.
You guys are my ho ho homies.
Heck yeah.
Anyways, we are gonna
That's good.
love
We're
that.
gonna go to Sawyer,
Oh, really?
right? Are you casting?
Really?
Are you casting your line right now?
Hey,
Hey,
no, we left the line at home.
Shout out, dude. You casting your line right now, dude?
The line was left at home today. So I
Oh
can't, but-
no, we hate to
That-
see that.
Anyways,
That's gonna be
I got a
fantastic.
special one for you today.
Let's
This one got
go.
me. This one got me kind of juiced. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I'm always impressed with jugglers,
What are these team
Okay.
names?
and I don't
Parallel.
know. Don't worry about that.
We're
But
doing sports you
these,
never
this
heard
is
of. You
called
never- you never-
combat juggling. So it's juggling with like
Oomba Soomba.
with like a physical aspect to it, where you have to actually beat someone. So this first stage that we're gonna view is it's a 1v1, and they go for 10 minutes, and it's like a little. I think it's called sumo, like it's sumo style. So they have a little circle
combat.
that they have to stay in,
Okay.
and they have to knock the other person's juggling situation down to the ground at first to
like
do
you have to
wins.
knock the pieces.
Yes,
like-
knock the pieces.
Oh, wow,
But you
that's
always have to have
insane.
one up in the
Bowling
air,
pins?
right? So like they'll chuck it way up and stuff, and they'll try to knock it away from the other person. Wild. Check it.
Okay, let's roll the.
So this is the first one, the
roll clip.
1v1
It's-
here.
Perfect. Okay. So they're just out here juggling. Oh, in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
What the? What in?
But they have to stay inside the circle. So
He failed. What a failure!
So he
crazy.
lost.
He lost because he went out circle, and then he also dropped his.
Oh, so
This
next
is
man
so
up.
funny.
It's next
looking.
man up style.
Dude, how?
Yes.
Dude, how does ESPN find these things? Oh my!
Dude, look at that.
Oh, that guy is a stud.
What does he have to keep going right now?
No, he didn't have to, but they both have to start. Oh, see, he just went for the quick in, you know.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh, good for him. Yeah,
But,
let's get a replay on that.
if you knock it out, so 13 right there had to catch and keep juggling to get the point. Like he can't just bail, you know.
Oh my gosh, this guy's insane. He's just smacking.
He goes for
it
the
out of
speed,
people.
you know.
This
A lot
sport-
of different tactics. Also, what you can do is keep juggling, put your back to the opponent, and push him out of the circle.
Oh really?
I think big man right here tries to do it.
Could you just push them?
Yes, but you have to keep juggling, which is
Big
wild.
man just absolutely got smoked right there. That's a big boy. That was a big boy.
You gotta
So-
have the big bodies in there.
I love how they're just like both sitting there paused. They were like on the same exact like time.
Yeah.
So they were just paused in the air. Wait, which one was it? Did I go too far back? I went too far back.
Oh, this guy's ginormous.
Tough.
Anyways.
Go ahead and fast forward a little bit here to 18 minutes.
Oh my gosh. There's so
Because
much time.
There's a lot of time. This was a 45-minute video, mind you. So at 18
I'm
minutes here,
like-
go
I'm
and
like
pause it real quick. I want to
speechless
explain.
right now. I don't even.
So
know
look
what
at this.
to
So now we have this is
It was like dodgeball.
so this is where there's one person on one team. So right now the yellow team has one person that they have to get to the other side while still juggling, and the white team is trying to knock it out while the yellow team is trying to like block players and like get the other guy through. So
Okay.
peep this. This is wild. This is like full
What
team
is
like.
happening?
And if you
It looked
obviously
like he
if you
just
drop
smacked
it,
Oh, Josh.
so they're
Horton.
trying to get Josh
Protect
Horton
Josh
across
Horton.
here.
Protect Josh Horton. He's got the green ones. So if you drop
Look,
it, you're out.
You
for
drop it, you're
white.
done. And this is a wild play right here. He just chucks it.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Insane. So that's a point for the
Hey,
yellow team.
shout out Josh Horton.
Shout out Josh
The
Horton.
parallels.
Shout out Team Parallels.
Absolutely wild. My guy hucks it,
Intel.
splits the defenders.
He's also trying to knock. He was also knocking it out of people's
Yeah.
hands. That was incredible from him.
Absolutely phenomenal.
23. They have numbers.
Shout out Josh.
That's good. What's
Okay,
the name?
I don't know
of
how
it?
to say his name.
I didn't even see what it was.
It
So
was-
an L.
Yeah, it was L. So, yeah, it was.
Let's go, Lauren.
complex.
Run, Lauren, run.
So this white
Oh,
guy's
what?
trying to get across.
He just hucks it.
Oh.
I think he's hitting the ceiling with those things. I want to see how high he throws this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. That it's not very high. That ceiling's not very high. Oh, what?
No, right
Give me
here.
the
The guy
other-
literally
yeah.
throws it like 30
Give me
feet
the
up in
other
the air.
angle.
Tough hands out of him.
Dude, that was.
Dude, absolutely wild.
Where
though.
is this based
Oh,
out
Josh is back at it. All right.
Where's-
That is-
Oh,
that
I'm
is-
gonna be honest. I don't know. I did not do enough
what?
research on that.
Where's this based out of? Like
I don't know.
who created this?
I
That's
have
a good
no
point.
idea.
That's
We'll
a good
fact
point.
check it.
We need you to have a little more info.
That's on me, boys. I was so juiced watching this. I did not want to research anything.
That is
So I was like, this is
actually-
exciting.
That's crazy.
What's your take on this?
2014 combat juggling. Dude, it just
So much coordination.
Yeah.
like when you just look at the
Like
guys though,
multitasking at its
you
finest.
just know that they're like they were doing some very unathletic looking moves.
They
just in
learned
general.
this during COVID.
Like these
for
are
sure.
guys that are jugglers. It
This-
says 2014.
This was invented.
This is 2014. For
Oh
sure.
wow.
Yeah. So this was already a thing before people could just sit in their rooms. And
This
ball all
is
day.
this is ultimate frisbee right here. This is the people that aren't athletic and they want
but
to do
somehow
a
have
sport.
weird coordination and they're very
Yes.
specific in one
Right.
sport. Yeah,
Right.
that's real.
Or like they don't have like this
How do you
physical
train-
strength to do that.
how do you
and they're
train
just
for this?
jugglers.
I don't
Like
know,
that's
dude.
impressive. Like obviously it's impressive. Like
Do you think
jugglers.
there's gym exercises that you could do to get better at this?
You're such a personal trainer.
Probably. I mean,
I don't think so.
if you do the same
Balancing on a Bosu ball while doing
Well,
do the
juggling.
exact doing the
Lunges,
exact same
so-
thing you would do for any other sport, I would guess. I would imagine.
agility, like
Specificity.
Specificity.
interesting. Specificity. That's a term.
I know, but
Exercise
what do you,
science term.
for what?
When you're training
When
someone
you're training for
specifically for their
specifics.
sport, you do exercises. Like you can't just do like
okay.
push-ups.
Okay,
Like that's not
That
specific.
that word just came out of nowhere. In that context, it didn't
It's-
make sense.
Yeah, sorry, it's an
Yeah,
exercise
yeah,
science
No, you're
term.
good.
It's
You're
fine.
good.
It's fine.
Anyways,
You're
thank you for
specifying.
tuning in to some
That was
combat
good. That was
juggling.
good.
All
I
right.
like that.
I don't know
Some
where I got
combat
this.
juggling. That is,
Combat juggling, wild. Deep in the deep
dude.
web.
People come up with some weird stuff.
Honestly,
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
impressive. Anyways, we're gonna go to our next commercial break here.
Okay.
Moving on to
I like
as
our
we're typing
commercial
the
breaks
password
are
real
just
quick.
us talking more.
I know, seriously. Our WYRQOTD of the day
yeah.
is: would you rather go through the shark attack from Soul Surfer or the bear attack from The Revenant?
I feel like this one is super easy. Do you guys know, or shall I go first?
I know, but you go first.
Okay. I think it's painfully obviously the shark attack.
Really?
One, the shark, she only loses her arm, right?
Yeah.
Leo loses much more. In reality, Leo would die. Also, sharks apparently are really not that hard to fend off.
Yeah, but you're overanalyzing way too much.
Comparatively, I would still rather lose my arm than how would happen in the Revenant, for sure.
Really? You're that confident in that?
That is brutal. Yeah. No one survived. No one would ever survive that.
Yeah, but we're saying if you're him, he survived. If you're him in that circumstance, like you got out of it.
Yeah.
Granted, that was not a real bear attack scenario. We get that.
Looked
he would be
great,
dead with. It did look great. He would be dead within 30 seconds. So realistically.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, I
So-
like
Shark attack for
My
sure.
thought process is, I started thinking about like my preference in the mountains or the beach. I like being in the mountains more.
That's a good point.
So if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die in the mountains where I would.
Yeah, but
wanna
you're
be.
not dying. That's the thing. They both lived.
So your question is like you're surviving no matter what, but
Yes.
what would you? Oh, I
Hey,
didn't
he's
know
not
that.
saying would you rather be attacked by a shark.
I'm not
or
saying
a
would you
bear.
rather die. I'm literally saying like these specific two movies because both of them
Which
survived.
one is more of like a flex, like surviving a bear attack or surviving a shark attack?
Probably bear because
I
it
think
happens
so.
less
Then I
often.
wanna do
would be-
bear.
I think it's less often.
So I'm choosing.
That's just so much.
I'm
pain.
choosing bear because listen, it would hurt so much more. I think because if you lose an arm, you're donezo. Like you also don't have an arm for the rest of your life. Your body will recover from a bear attack. For the most part,
I think that was I think the fact that he was just like fine was a little unrealistic.
Well, yeah, but still, he gets out of it and he's absolutely wrecked. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying for long term, I think I'm going bear because he'll recover better.
Is this a black bear or a grizzly bear?
It was a grizzly bear. You haven't seen Revenant?
I have seen it. It's
Brutal.
been a while.
It's brutal. My biggest problem with this premise, because this is what I like to do, is poke holes and things.
Yeah,
is
you
that
analyze over
one
it.
was a real event and the other was fictional.
Thank
So
you
if
for
that-
ruining the.
If that real event had happened, if Leonardo
Listen,
DiCaprio,
people do get attacked by
Do you
bears
know
though and
that people get
survive.
attacked by a bear? Yeah, what he said. What he
Yeah,
said.
what I said. It
This
happens. Just
happened.
because they haven't made a movie out of it like Soul Surfer and done some inspirational thing out of it.
I don't know.
Anyways,
When?
thank you for tuning into our commercial
That was
break.
so rough.
That was tough.
No, the Revenant thing that's a brutal watch.
I
If
actually
you've never
watched
watched
both of
that,
them.
It is so.
I watched
like-
both of them back before this podcast, and I was shook watching the grizzly bear attack again.
It's
I
so
wanna
much
watch it.
worse.
I
It's
Yeah.
so much more violent.
I think in the
It
moment
is-
it'd be so much worse. Like when you lose an arm just like that quick, like you don't even have much time to think about it. But like you're
apparently
getting
it doesn't
eaten
even
by a
like
bear.
hurt
You just die instantly.
Have you experienced it?
if you lose an arm or a leg. No, I just watched a video of a guy who said his leg got literally just chopped off like right here. And he's like he just felt like super intense super intense pressure but no pain.
That's crazy.
And it just kind of went. He didn't even know he
When the
had
shark
lost his leg.
Ate his leg.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
just so much pressure. That's it. Is that weird? It's crazy.
Yeah, well, you don't have nerves, so I don't imagine like. Anyways, that's a different
Yeah.
topic for another day. Thank you for tuning in
love
to our
topics.
commercial break. Shout out to Topics. Thanks for overanalyzing, Goose.
Shout
It's
out
what
Topics.
you do best.
It's all what I do. It's all what I do, baby. It's like
We are gonna do our transition now into our draft of the week.
draft of the week. Let's go.
It's gonna be a little tragic without our very experienced and knowledgeable Joe to join us tonight.
It's unfortunate.
But
This is the time we should have done an actual sports topic.
I know
which
I
is
literally
hilarious.
thought about that too. Too late.
That's
That's
Or
all
like
right.
football topic.
We bounce back tonight
we love
with
making Joe do those things.
road trip snacks.
Road trip
is
snacks.
what the topic is tonight.
I love snacks. I just feel like that's just like snacks in general, but like obviously certain things are easier to eat on the road.
Yeah, exactly. So, heads or tails here, Goose? What do we think?
Tails.
Heads. Scotty's first.
Ah,
But Scotty was first
sweet.
last time. I think it's your turn to go first.
Dude,
All right, fine.
you don't question the heads
The
or tails.
coin. Don't question the coin.
Don't question the coin. I do. I will
Okay,
not question the
all right.
coin. That's on me, baby.
Come on.
Okay. So
You know what I want to say.
I know. Let's hear it.
Oh, now Joe shows up.
Ah, Joe.
Oh my gosh, this guy sucks. It's Santa.
okay. So anyways,
It's Santa. We're doing the draft, Joe. Come on, come do the draft with us. I don't care. Get over here, you little slank.
Oh, my.
all right. Interesting. So okay. So I'm gonna go with
I have to change the
Chex
camera.
Mix / Trail Mix.
Okay, just to be clear, very different. You
no,
cannot
no,
take
it's
both.
like a mix of different like
No, it's just
Like
trail
a
mix.
mix.
It's just Chex
That's
Mix
just-
or just trail
that's
mix.
just trail
They're
mix.
very
Okay,
different.
It's just
I'm
trail
gonna
mix.
go with Chex Mix.
Of course, you're gonna go Chex Mix.
I'm very upset about
The
that
one
pick.
thing
Did I
that
choose
everyone
yours?
wants.
Yeah, it was a top tier pick for me too.
Ha!
So I'm gonna go the flip side of it. No, I lied. I don't want to do trail mix. So what I'm gonna do, I think it could be a little bit of a sleeper for the first round. I'm going Munchies. If you've never had
Okay.
It's like
Munchies,
a
you're
mix,
wrong.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like
Munchies.
Chex
It's-
Mix, basically.
No, you're missing the whole entire point.
You stole
Chex Mix
my
is a
pick.
very specific thing. Munchies is a very specific mix too.
You stole my pick.
All right.
You can't just say
Meh.
mixed snacks. Like then that's
Meh.
everything.
What's the brand of what's the most common Chex Mix brand?
Chex Mix.
Oh yeah. Okay. I
What's
forgot
the
about
most
that.
common brand of Munchies?
Stop it. Okay, we're moving on. You were right.
Munchies.
Goose.
Goose go.
I'm gonna go kind of out of left field here because if we're talking an actual road trip, I need some real sustenance.
Sure.
I need some protein. I need some beef jerky.
Oh my gosh!
Dang it, he
I
got
thought
my
that would
number
slide to the
2.
second.
No,
I
no,
thought that
no,
was
no,
gonna
no,
slide.
no.
Oh, you got my
I
number
need-
That's
two.
wild.
jerky.
I love that pick out of
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank
No.
you. There's nothing I love more than affirmation, and you just gave me some.
Yeah, honestly, that was a big pick out of you. All right, we're snaking back to you.
All right.
so-
This is a one near and dear to my heart. It's something that I get almost every time. Sour Patch Kids, specifically the watermelon.
Oh, I love it.
Uh-huh.
Phenomenal pick.
And if there's no and if they are there, the strawberry. I do love the strawberry, but the
Strawberry's good
watermelon
too.
is watermelon's top tier.
Watermelon is goated.
Yep.
I love that first candy pick out of you. I'm going to go along the candy ride also, and I'm going High Chews.
I choose.
High
Interesting.
Chews are elite.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Incredible.
go with sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds. That's
Ooh,
good.
that's good. It's a good
Yep.
pick there.
Especially to keep me awake if I'm like starting to get a little tired. If it's like night driving.
Can I ask you a question? Does eating sunflower seeds make you more hungry?
Makes you thirsty. 'cause it's all salty.
Yeah. Thirsty for
Does it
sure.
not make
so,
you more hungry?
So when you get sunflower seeds, you also have to get a beverage
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go
for
along
sure.
with it.
Sure.
Also, make sure you get your solo cup.
Do
you know?
beverages count? Can we say a
No,
beverage?
no,
Okay.
just
It has to
snacks.
be. It has to be.
I also thought about that, but no.
Just edible snacks. You got another one coming your
I
way.
had to think. Oh, I now remember. Okay. Yeah, it's your turn again.
No, I just went and then it goes to Chase again.
No.
Yeah, it goes-
It's a snake. It's a snake.
wrap.
You
Oh,
started.
yeah, me. I started.
You're right.
I'm gonna go with dried fruit,
Oh.
Dried fruit. That was not what I saw coming.
like mangoes, like dried mangoes or
I
something.
did not see that coming. At
I
all.
thought you were just going to go with the one that you mentioned earlier in the first round trail mix. But
No.
right,
I already did my mix pick.
I
Big mix guy.
think it's so simple, but it plays so well on the road. We're just chips.
What
No
kind of
specific
chips?
kind of chip.
Chips.
Like if you had to choose.
If I have to pick, I'm going barbecue Lay's.
Okay. That's
10
a
out
good
of
pick.
10.
I love barbecue Lay's chips.
I think
Some
they
people
play
don't
well.
like them.
You're
Kayla,
wrong.
You're wrong. Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
Great, great.
Okay, my turn.
Yes, sir.
Circus animal cookies, not the
Oh
crackers.
my gosh.
Not the crackers. The cookies, the one that are pink and white.
Yes. That was way out of left field.
I love.
That was
those.
like right field.
It's one of my favorite, like just cookie snacks in general. But on road trips, anytime I would go to Disney World with David, and we'd have to drive from Pensacola, which is like a 7.5 hour drive, and his mom would ask what snacks we want because we went with his parents. Yeah, I would always ask for circus animal cookies.
I don't blame you.
because they're so good.
That's a great pick.
Thank you so much.
I'm going along the cookies route also. I'm always between Chips Ahoy and Oreos. I'm going Oreos here. Only double stuffed.
Okay.
Regular Oreos, no. We're going double stuffed only.
So this
Stop
is my
hitting
last
your
pick.
microphone.
This is my last pick.
Stop hitting your
Yes.
microphone. There you go.
I'm gonna go with protein bars, specifically Cliff Bar.
Oh,
Okay.
he got this substance. That plays.
Sustenance.
Yep.
Substance.
Substance.
Substances.
I'd like to point out that you just went, even though I'd only given one pick, and I needed to do two.
Oh.
Hey,
I'm
well,
not
that was
mad
on you
because
then.
hey,
I
let's run it
honestly-
back. I don't think that's true.
I honestly had, I honestly had no clue
You're
what I
right,
was
you
gonna
got
pick
me.
anyways. So now I have to think about it for a short period of time here.
Well, if you want Oreos or Cliff Bars, they're still available apparently.
No, they're not available. It's fine. I wasn't gonna pick either one of those anyways. So.
Yeah.
That's on me.
I feel like
I already have a
maybe-
sour gummy. I already have my cookies, and I already have my beef jerky.
Me?
What else?
Turkey?
What else? What? No, the voice crack was before that. What else could I possibly need?
It's a good question.
Honestly, I would probably just go with like an ice cream bar of some kind.
That's a tough road trip snack.
No, I mean, like,
It's gonna be messy.
Timing has to be good.
Yeah.
If you drip, you're done for.
yeah, but
I don't like it.
I was also thinking In-N-Out, like, burger
That's not
to
really
go.
a snack.
That's not a snack.
That's a meal.
Snack's like something you can prep like the whole ride.
Okay. Oh, so you're saying like you can have it in your car the whole time?
That's why I don't see ice cream playing.
ice cream you
I
can't
was also
do that.
thinking PB&J's. That's like a snack.
PB&J's I think could play, but I don't think they qualify for this either. But
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
a
then
snack
I'll go
for
in
me.
that kind of a route. Peanut butter Ritz.
Oh,
Huge
that's a
peanut butter Ritz
good
guy.
one.
I never had those.
Oh,
Huge
what
peanut
about
butter
those
Ritz.
little
The-
pretzel bites from Costco? Those little
Yeah,
like
those-
pretzel
those
peanut
ones
butter
with the
things?
peanut
I like peanut butter Ritz better. I like peanut butter Ritz better.
What?
You can go with the big Ritz or the little baby Ritz. Either way, I'll Ritz your peanut butter.
Interesting.
All Ritz are peanut butter.
Thoughts?
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know about that.
Thoughts?
Well, it's a pretty solid draft all around, boys. Way to be. Way to be.
Jay takes all of us, except for Joe, of course.
It does. Yeah, minus
Joe
Joe.
did just walk in because I asked him, "Will you be here at like 8:30? Because we could probably do it then." And he was like, "Just count me out." And then he walks in at 8:30.
Tough to see.
That's hilarious.
Well, it's already
Yeah.
past guys.
I was
bedtime,
gonna wait
so-
for 8:30 anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, anyways, I think
All right. Who wants to start us off with our 30-second hot take?
I have to pull mine up.
I technically don't need my phone. I can start first.
Go.
Are you ready?
Timer is rolling now.
Okay, so I think when Santa brings his gifts for children, aka parents, every parent should spend the same amount of money, because when the kids go to school and they talk about the gifts they got from Santa, it'll all be equal, instead of one family with more money spending more from Santa than, you have a kid with less money. So now the kids are thinking, oh, well, Santa is a favorite, or I'm a favorite to Santa than he is.
Oh, you're saying for Santa
For
specific.
Santa
gifts.
specific, and then if you want to spend more money on the kid, it's not.
And that's all.
I don't feel like you're okay.
Interesting.
That is very
Would you like to go, or would you want me to take it over?
Go for it.
All right. So we're gonna reset the timer here, and we're rolling. Listen, I'm gonna talk about the radio for a second because I think the radio is abysmal when it comes to songs. We're talking same songs over and over. I think it absolutely ruins songs. Granted, this is coming from a guy who doesn't listen to the radio anymore. But if you go on the radio right now, you're going to listen to the same 30, 40, 50 songs on repeat all day long, never ending.
But
It's
right.
horrible.
What if there's songs you never heard about and then you
Weird. I
found
thought
out
your
through
30
the radio?
seconds was up.
I'm just going
We
off
can
of
talk
yours.
during the other people's
Yeah, I'm
30
responding to your freaking, you douche.
And now you don't have your 30 seconds left.
I lost my
So,
30 seconds.
just,
Crazy.
Just because you were trying to correct him for something that
Hey,
you were
your
wrong.
timer's rolling already, dude.
The deep breath before the plunge. How I Met Your Mother. Victoria talks about it. The drum roll before the kiss. Which is better? The drum roll or the actual kiss? Or like the anticipation of the event happening or the actual event happening?
It's like
Which one's
equal.
better?
It's
Which
all,
one's better?
It's all
Which one's better?
collective.
Which one? Like it's like you have like this feeling of like, oh my gosh, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. Whatever it is, it could be anything. And then
This is
boom, it
crazy
happens.
out of you right
and
now.
which one
This
is
is
better?
wild. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. That was your 30 seconds. A wild question that nobody
Wow,
could
that was
answer.
good.
You guys can't think.
That
of
was
it.
a good one.
That's just for you guys to
I
think
just
about.
watched that
at
episode
home.
the other day.
It's a great episode.
I don't know that show, but
The deep breath before the plunge.
I don't know. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Hey,
We're
Merry
going to do a
Christmas,
quick outro from your boy Chase the Goose Goosen.
Merry Christmas. It's been a pleasure being here with you. Santa, you look great.
Yep.
Didn't expect
Thanks,
you to be
man.
wearing Brooks shoes and
Yeah, well, my
Showing
boots
off
are
your
being
calves.
shined in the shop by my elves, so they didn't give me them back to me in time.
that makes sense. Is that mistletoe on your hat?
It is.
Anyways, thank you
It's
so
a
much
good
for
one.
watching. I'm gonna go make out with Santa now.
It does
Thanks
the
so much.
one-liner on
Huh?
its own. I
We'll
don't
see you-
say anything.
We'll see you next week.
I guess customize
Maybe.
what he wants.
Yo, Sawyer's in here.
Okay, bye. What?
I gotta get this thing off